Let's start with what you don't know, then gradually move towards the reaffirmation of your beliefs on what you already know. You will have the complete blueprint to reach your peak masculinity. So, make sure to absorb it all till the end. 1. Mental imaging. The body obeys the mind. And if you do not deliberately channel your thoughts to what you want to accomplish, you will not get it. That is, you want testosterone boost because you want to achieve peak masculinity, not because you lack testosterone right now. If you focus on the lack of it, the law of attraction in your mind will see to it that you observe more lack. So, create a mental image of your peak masculinity in your mind and use it as your dominant thought. Not the lack of it, but the excitement of the generous boost that is coming for you. What you think is what you become. 2. Obey circadian rhythm. Evolution takes millions of years. Therefore, your body has not adapted to the modern world. Why is that important, you ask? Well, the testosterone is a hormone and it has a primordial way of regulation. So, you will never be able to max it out if you are a night owl and miss the most optimal time to sleep, where the max testosterone secretion takes place. Watch till the end to find out the best time to sleep for max testosterone secretion. 3. Semen retention. The more you fap, the more testosterone is used to create more semen. And so, less of testosterone to go around for other bodily functions to maximize your masculinity. Sex, on the other hand, increases testosterone, as it is a signal to your brain that you are fulfilling the task to spread humanity, so the body produces more testosterone. Nonetheless, intemperance in sex will also diminish your health as well as your masculinity. So, retaining semen is a fast track to get what you are looking for. Not to mention that our ancestors did not have access to the sexual content on hand. Hence the immaculate masculinity is apparent in the past. 4. Manage cortisol. Cortisol and testosterone do not coexist. Where one is high, the other is diminished. The simple and most effective way to manage cortisol is by honoring its natural activation. That is, exercising and getting sunlight early morning. Sunlight activates the circadian clock of our bodies and indicates that it is daytime. Therefore, our body naturally releases cortisol to give us a rush of energy to start the day off. But we use caffeine to stimulate cortisol, and you can guess what it would do to you long term. A big natural rush of cortisol early morning will better regulate it throughout the day. Even in challenging situations, you will be able to maintain your poise and calm. 5. Hunting. It is what man used to do in order to provide. And the nature returned the body in kind with a testosterone overdrive. The modern world has taken away the thrills of what made men. But it can still be emulated in going out in the wild. Camping and surviving for some days on what the forest or the land provides you. 6. Competition. Winning competition makes you feel like a man. And the body acknowledges it and rewards you with a rush of testosterone boost. It is understandable as our ancestors had to hunt and use brute force and agility to survive. So weak men had no chance of survival. Therefore, nature awarded the manly men with more manliness. The modern world we live in cannot emulate the same harsh environment. But we can use contact sports like boxing, MMA, and such to emulate the spirit of competition. Not to mention that it is a great feeling knowing that you can handle yourself in a fight if need be. 7. Cold showers. Cold showers are getting a lot of traction on the internet because it has great health benefits and fortifies one's immune system when alternate showering is used. That is, using alternation of both cold and hot water in one shower session. It helps the body in recovering after an intense workout and greatly increases the body's ability to repair and regulate. 8. Eat clean. I will not go into the nit and grits of eating. Simply because I do not believe in the precise optimization of food intake and supplementation. Anything synthetic and man-made is never good for your body. Eat food of the earth. That is, avoid processed food and fast food. And you will not run into any problems. Nature has a way of providing everything you need if you stick to it. 9. Lay of the booze and drugs. Booze ruins the hormonal rhythm and secretion process. That is why the term beer belly was born. Because estrogen stocks up in belly and excessive drinking sees to it that it is well replenished. That is, estrogen and fat. Not to mention that substance and especially alcohol shrinks your testicles. Consequently, the ability to produce testosterone plummets. 10. Weightlifting. Lifting heavy weights will build strength. Continuously overloading of the muscles forces the body to produce more of what is needed to regulate the extra burden. Hence, testosterone come into play to bear the burden. But you must overload your muscle regularly. That is, only lift heavy. But be cautious, overtraining may backfire and may lower your testosterone levels. Have balanced and short sessions. If you have made it this far, then let me give you the real secret. The modern ways of the world are keeping you weak. And the real way to increase testosterone is to accept your primitive masculinity. It is a known fact, when a man wins a fight or a competition of masculinity, his testosterone is boosted significantly due to the winner effect. Therefore, the men who hunted in the past were favored by women. Because they were the definition of masculinity and women could sense it. You must realize where you came from. And try to honor those laws and try to incorporate in your life. The synthetic ways of increasing testosterone will do more harm than good. Try to emulate the manliness of our ancestors in your life. The dominate male leads the pack. So put yourself in dominance positions and force your way through. That said, none of these tips will yield you any results if you do not optimize your sleep and sleep at the right time. If you are serious about it, then this video describes the exact time to sleep and other tips to optimize your slumber for max testosterone secretion and fat loss.